Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sam, and in today's video I wanted to just start another reading vlog, have a couple days together. It is currently Wednesday and this has to go up on Monday, so we don't have a lot of time to read together, but on Monday and Tuesday I didn't read more than like 20 pages. So your girl was getting grumpy, so we need to remedy that and have a good chunk of reading today. I guess I should mention the elephant in the room. I did get a haircut. I haven't had short hair since I was in, or I guess I was just out of university, but it's been like 5 years. So 4 or 5 years, I guess, since it's been like this short, but I needed something different. It's been so hot and I love it. I've been thinking about cutting my hair for quite a while and I'm glad that I finally just did it. So I need to look up some fun short hair hairstyles and try and have a little bit more fun playing around with it. But I am working from home today and I have quite the to-do list, but I'm also hoping to get a fat chunk of reading done today because, like I said, I'm going stir crazy. I need my book time. I did just film my August TBR, so I need to clean up in here and put my room back together quickly. And then we're going to read. So, the books that I'm currently reading. First, Emily and I are buddy reading Losers Part 2. We're about 40% of the way, and I have like 8 chapters to read today because I did not read yesterday. So get caught up on this and our chapters. I am enjoying this. This is so spicy, like so spicy. And there are kinks in here that are not for me, but I'm still enjoying the book and seeing our characters like relationships together and how they care for each other. I think it's very sweet. And we're also getting some like previous chapters for when they were in high school, which I also really loved, kind of see what their backstory is. And then I'm also reading Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston. I'm only 30 pages into this so far, and I started this kind of at a time when I wasn't really in the mood to be reading anything, so I'm not super far into it, but I'm also not like obsessed with it or anything yet. But I usually love Ashley Poston's books, so I'm hoping that I enjoy this one as well. It's about like a songwriter who is kind of going through a tough time and has some writing block, and I think she gets a song stuck in her head or something when she goes back home. But yeah, that's all I really know about that. But I'm hoping to get a good chunk of that read because I have 2 more library books that I have to read, and I still have 3 more books for my TBR that I need to read before the end of the month. And I'm really hoping that I can read them all. I really want to have a successful reading month with my TBR, but we'll see, because one of those books especially is super long. But first I'm going to do a quick cleanup and then we'll meet back and read some together. Hi everybody, I wanted to do some check-ins. It's been a few days since I last checked in with you and work has been crazy town today. So I needed just a couple minutes to talk about books, talk about something that makes me happy before my brain just explodes. So I ended up finishing Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston the other day. Unfortunately, I think that this is like a 3.5 stars for me, maybe. I did enjoy reading it, but I just didn't personally feel much of a connection to the characters or the story at all. And so this didn't quite work for me like her other books did. In this one, we're following Joni, who semi recently found out that her mom is going through early onset dementia, I believe is the official name. And so she's also going through some writer's block because she is a songwriter and she's coming back home to be with her family for the last like good summer. And then she gets this voice and a song stuck in her head, and then it kind of goes from there. I found that the sort of like magical realism, magic system of it all wasn't really explained. So at some points they were talking telepathically and they could hear some things, but they couldn't hear others. But it was never really explained how or what they could hear, or at least when it was explained in later instances that we saw them speaking telepathically together, it didn't really fit with the explanation that we got. It also, I kind of guessed the ending early on when things were like first hinted at, and I just didn't love the relationship. It felt very fast. I just didn't feel much of a connection between them. So I thought it was cute, but it wasn't anything super special to me. I love the magical realism that Ashley Poston puts in her books, but this one felt like the least magical realism-y, if that makes sense. There's also a lot of nods to the 7-Year Slip in this book. So I ended up finishing that book yesterday, and this morning I picked up The Favorites by Lane Fargo. This is the next book that I have out from the library. And I ended up making it 95 pages into this morning very easily, very quickly. And all I want to do is sit down and read this book. It's definitely giving like Daisy Jones and the Six vibes in the sense that we are following these figure skaters going through sort of their career. I'm very early in their career so far. And just like the horrible environment that is figure skating and like lies and deceit and everything between the different competitors, and like romantic relationships and friendships and coach relationships, family relationships, things like that. So we're following our like main female's life, like it's mostly in her POV. So that's Katerina. But there's also these like kind of between chapters. I guess there's these less like a script like in Daisy Jones and the Six, and more like the transcript of like a documentary. Because I guess this is like the 10-year anniversary of something happening, and there's this like docu-series or something that was created about Katerina and her skating partner Keith's life. And so I don't know, I'm just fascinated. I'm having such a good time reading this. So enjoying it. And I did read Lane Fargo's, I guess, first book, They Never Learned, and really enjoyed. Very excited to continue reading this. I was really hoping to get like almost halfway through this book today, but I think I've been reading just a little bit too much this week. Although it was really only Wednesday that I like burned through most of Sounds Like Love. So my eyes, at least one of my eyes, are feeling a little bit tired. So we'll see how much I can do. I'm hoping to read quite a bit, but also like try to take it easy. So we will see. I'm hoping to finish it fairly quickly because I do have one more book that I want to read, partially in this reading vlog and partially because it's going to be due at the library soon. Sounds Like Love is overdue by like 1 or 2 days, so hopefully I can swing by the library and drop it off later. I don't know. I was always very diligent about returning my library books before they were due, but recently I have just been caught in library hold jail in that I can never get on top of them. So we'll try and do that today. If not, I might have time this weekend. So that's the update. I'm gonna go sign off for lunch and then hopefully read some more. Hi everybody, I wanted to quickly wrap up this video. It's now Monday. This video has to go live in a couple hours. So I want to just quickly finish it off, give you my final thoughts. Unfortunately, I only read 2 books in this week's vlog, but that's okay. We're getting back into the swing of things, back onto some sort of vlog schedule. But over the weekend, I ended up finishing The Favorites by Lane Fargo, and I loved it. I love this book. I think 5 stars. If I was being super picky, it might be like a 4.75, but it feels like right on that cusp of being 5 stars. I just absolutely loved it. The just humanness of it all, the betrayals, the lying, the deceit, the determination, the growth. I don't know, just everything. I absolutely loved it. It was just so toxic and so fun. I just love the way that it was written. I was engaged the whole time. I never wanted to put this book down. And yeah, I just had a really fun time with it. So 5 stars, another book off my TBR, and another book taken out from the library, which is great. We also read Sounds Like Love in this vlog, which unfortunately was a bit of a disappointment to me, but I also didn't necessarily go into it with the highest expectations. I just didn't sound like a book that was going to be 100% up my alley, but still enjoyed it. I thought it was cute, but it just wasn't quite everything that some of her other books were for me. But overall, I think this was a successful reading vlog. I'm going to wrap this one up here and then maybe start another one tomorrow. I feel like I don't have a ton of vlog theme ideas right now, so if you have any vlog themes that you want me to do, any topics or books that you want to see me read, please leave them below. I feel like the last couple months especially, I've just been racing to try to finish my TBRs, try to finish off some series that I'm in the middle of. I just want to have some fun with some reading vlogs, you know? But that is everything for this week. I hope that you enjoyed spending a few days with me, reading a couple books and hearing my thoughts. I had a lot of fun getting back into vlogging. I feel like I need to get reacquainted with filming. I feel like it's been such a long time, even though it's only been a couple weeks, I guess. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a like so that I know. All of my links are listed down below, and I hope that you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.